In ngayon sa mga Pilipino ang paglalagay ng mga organic gardens na tulad nito, lalo na doon sa mga bahay na may kapirasong lupa o di kaya ekstrang lugar sa likurang bahay kung saan pwedeng magpatubo ng mga gulay, prutas o di kaya mga herbs and spices. Ano nga bang meron sa mga organic gardens na ito at nagte-trending siya ngayon? Bukod sa nakaka-relax at nakakatanggal ng stress ang gardening, ang pagkakaroon ng organic garden, lalo na sa loob ng inyong mga bakuran, ay sigurado na lagi kayong merong supply ng fresh and healthy fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Alam naman natin na may kamahalan ng mga organic products sa mga groceries, kaya ang paglalagay ng mga organic garden ay ang pinaka-best solution to those who want to go green and healthy this year.
Robert, anong ginagawa mo?
Oh, hi Zing. Eto, I'm trying to learn about organic gardening, all for Mother Earth.
I think that's really perfect dahil syempre trending na trending talaga yung going green. At kitang-kita kahit sa mga pants ko, may green ng konti. Dito naman sa office natin, green talaga. And actually, this is super sarap kapag gusto mo mag-relax ka, tulad ng sinabi mo, maging fresh and everything. If you have plants around you, napakagaan ng pakiramdam natin, di ba? Kahit sa office, palagi natin nakikita yung mga halaman. O, di ba? Dito. Para mas fresh talagang dating.
Mas nakaka-relax nga talaga.
Actually, tamang-tama ka, Robert. Because of course, this episode sa Brand TV ay all about going green. At bakit importante ang going green? Actually, kung mahilig tayo sa mga music or movies or sa paggagawa ng tula, makikita mo na inspiration ang mga halaman, whether it be roses, flowers, trees, everything that you see around us, Mother Nature is a part of us. And of course, mas magaan ang pakiramdam kapag may kasama kang halaman. Actually, dito sa office, palagi tayo may halaman para hindi tayo masyadong nasistress. Alam mo naman guys yan, di ba? Minsan may mga clients, mga masakit sa ulo, pero nandyan yung mga halaman para magpagaan ng pakiramdam ninyo. And of course, when it comes to Brand TV, ang dami-dami natin pag-uusapan, mga fashion, lifestyle, what else? You have makeup, you have gadgets, you have watches, cars, almost anything under the sun. But one of the most important things that we have to talk about is actually about going green. So, sana, panoorin nyo naman yung episode na ito dahil meron din tayong special guest na pag-uusapan natin ang trending ng going green at bakit maganda at hindi mahal. Sabi mo mahal, hindi siya mahal. Dahil in the long run, it's actually going to be beneficial for everybody, for all of us. So from eco-friendly bikes, we go to eco-friendly pens. And I'm actually a pen stealer, so this is so exciting to me. And we are very, very fortunate and lucky, Robert, that we have this special guest. She is actually the Vice President of Lupel Corporation, Miss Mitch Pellicer. And she's gonna talk to us about uni writing instruments and how this can help Mother Nature and our going green theme.
Hi.
Hi, welcome to the
Welcome
show!
to Brand TV.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here to be able to explain all about our products and most especially about our advocacies in Lupel Corporation.
You know what I like about you, especially before we started the show, you were already talking to us about your advocacy in going green and how it became part of the corporation.
Yes.
Because not many people can fit yung advocacy nila, pati yung business nila. Parang ang hirap minsan na i-match or i-fuse.
Lalo na sa amin kasi we're dealing with plastic products. Ball pens are primarily made out of resins and plastics. So it was really a goal for the corporation and for the board to be able to come up with something that would be more green, because aside from being somebody who truly believes in it and our family is really into it, I kind of try to live it. At tama yung sinabi niyo, initially it seems like napakamahal talaga to go green. But actually in the long run, or even initially, it takes so very little time and it is so rewarding. And in between work, it really energizes, that's what you said, and revives you. So us at Uni Writing Instruments, Uni, by the way, is an international brand from Mitsubishi Pencil Company in Japan. They decided to come up with a whole line of eco products for every need to suit every person, for every kind of writing that that people would want out there in the market. So over here we have products that write underwater that are made from resin and excess wood and plastic that comes out to the barrel. That's why it's green. Aside from that, some of our products are biodegradable. Our ordinary stick ball pens, which are, by the way, manufactured in the Philippines.
Okay.
Exclusively for Filipinos. at a price na abot kayang-kaya talaga ng kahit sino, is made here. And we use almost 95 to 96% recycled plastic on the outside. Yes.
That's very interesting kasi kapag naririnig natin ang plastic, palagi natin iniisip na hindi siya safe, hindi siya maganda para sa environment. Pero eto ngayon, we're recycling it, reusing it.
Yes.
And also the best thing about it is it's made local.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
But what
quite
really
easy.
sparked this for you?
For us, it was basically the fact that, well, we're in the plastics industry. When you're into ball pen manufacturing, you're doing plastics. And actually, in our factory, in the office, on the south side of Manila, we noticed that, there's a lot of factories, everything is going gray. Everything is being a concrete jungle, so to speak, that became so the executives and the board decided to keep things very green within the factory and to promote that amongst our workers. And how can you really do that when you're doing plastics, right? So we have excess sometimes in our production, in the injection blow molding machine. And the president at that time decided to come up with a program in order to regrind and reuse that and come up with a very reasonably priced, competitive into the market pen na abot kaya, but still, the insides of the pen, the highest quality you can get from Japanese technology, from the writing in itself.
So basically, it's a lot of experimenting and seeing what else can we do para hindi masayang din yung mga materyales na nandito, di ba?
Kasi di ba may panukala ang gobyerno, DENR, that we have to actually report excesses and wastage in the factories. Now, in order for us to avoid any wastage and the like, we decided to reduce, reuse, and recycle everything we have within the factory. So, nagamit nga namin, and we came up with the locally manufactured pens. That took us about 5 years in a process to be able to get that. But more importantly, it's being done abroad. Yung trending dito, matagal nang ginagawa sa buong mundo.
Yun nga.
So, Mitsubishi Pencil Company in Japan, the ones who own the Uni brand, it's an international brand, like I said, accepted in 89 countries all over the world, present, has come up with higher-end products. So, this pen, for example, our Uni Power Tank, can write underwater. So, anti-baha pen siya.
Anti-baha?
Oo, pag wisikin mo lang, maliban sa it's reduced, reused, and recycled, this is made from resin, as you can see from our brochures there. And it's excess of production for pencils is put into with old plastic, and then we came up with a whole new look in the barrel. You get the look, you get the features. It writes underwater. It will write in sub-zero environments. It will write basically in snow if you want to, kahit wala tayo dito sa Pilipinas. It will even write on plastics underwater.
So, kapag yung professor mo, sinabi na bakit wala kang assignment, ay baha po,
Hindi na
wala kaming
pwede.
ballpen.
Hindi na pwede.
Ito, may ballpen na.
Meron na.
Pwede, habang may bahag, nagsusulat ka.
Aside from that, safety standards, they're FDA approved.
Of course.
They've gone through all the international checks and standards in production and the like. So you've got the best of both worlds. You have a Buy Filipino pen, made for the Filipino,
And eco-friendly.
eco-friendly, and you're saving the environment, and you have a pen which has a higher standard and quality for all your needs, especially those outdoorsy people that want to climb mountains and get out there because everybody's around the computer. So what we're trying to promote is basically get out there, do something.
Yeah.
See the environment, it changes your life. It's a known fact that depression is sometimes caused by being too much indoors. You're not getting
Yes.
enough sun outside. So get out there, do something, and don't forget Uni products and eco products that will basically not leave a carbon footprint out there.
You were mentioning a while ago computers. People get out of their computers. Now we're getting into the digital age,
Yes.
and where people now have laptops, tablets, phones. Now, how competitive is it now in the market? Now, you selling pens.
Even more
Yeah.
so now, because I always tell people, your pen is your personality. Your signature is who you are.
Yes.
There is still not one legal document that can pass without your signature. Whether it's a checkbook, and that's why we got anti-check washing pens, by the way, that prevent you from
Okay.
being
Oh, that's
check
good.
fraud. And whether it's your checkbook, it is your marriage contract, your baptismal, your documents in school. Your pen, your signature is your person. Nothing passes without that. Even with the use of electronics, we still have to write. Lalong-lalo na sa panahon ng sakuna.
Yeah.
Everything bogs down. But once you can have a pen that basically will write underwater in the worst conditions and send out your notes, your letters, your SOSs, it's still the most basic of instruments that the world still needs and will continue to do so.
It's like one of the number one things that you need, even if you go to school. The first thing that you buy is a pen.
Yes.
Yung mga kaklase ko, lalo na yung mga, sabihin natin, hindi masyadong active sa klase, hindi pumapasok. Pero ang ginagawa nila palagi is meron silang ballpen, wala silang paper. Kasi ang ballpen, walang gustong humiram or magpahiram ng ballpen. It's very personal.
Yes.
Even me, I always have a pen with me and I have different pens for different things.
And different tips.
Exactly.
Because sometimes you'd like something to write thicker or thinner. You like to sign with a thicker point and actually write your everyday things with a 0.5 or 0.38.
Yes.
In uni, we've got everything. Aside from being eco-friendly, we've got the whole line of products. We have pens that you've got one pen and it becomes 5 pens in one.
Yes.
So you buy one pen and you have 5 refills, all in one pen that you're holding in your bag. So you're also saving space.
Now you mentioned that you're doing your company's doing good in doing eco, and now you're mentioning that you're also actually instilling it within your.
Yes, within the workforce and everybody. We have programs that basically say after work, they can spend 5-15 minutes. We give them a set area for plantation. And they can plant their own vegetables, which is for the use basically of the employees. They're
in
free
your compound,
to take it. Yes, instead of just landscaping for the look and for beauty, you can landscape for something that is practical and something that they will appreciate, and they can instill into that. You don't need a lot of space to be able to go green. You can go green in a condo.
So you were talking about urban gardening, the
Yes.
fact that even if it's in a small area, you can still have all of these things.
Definitely, you can put up a wall, and in that wall, with simple materials and items that can be bought in the hardware, you can start your own plantation and come up with your own vegetables. That's organic, because like you said, it can be kind of costly to buy it out there. But if you grow it yourself, you don't need a lot of space. And instead of us coming up with landscaping and corporations that's just for aesthetics and beauty, you can come up with landscaping that's actually edible.
That's
Something for
true.
the
Like I would
workforce.
rather have food
Yes.
than something to look at.
Now they do that in Japan a lot, and the walkways and where they go, they plant lettuce, petchay, all sorts of produce. Malunggay is an easy item to plant easily as a
In your
as a
condo.
garden hedge. Within the company, we do that. In
Is
the
that an
com-
advocacy right now that you're doing to try and help people to be
go
more
green.
to go green,
Definitely.
even in a condo, as I say, in an urban area?
Most definitely, you can make plantations on top of roofs of houses, roofs of condos, porches, and that's why the company also supports a group called the League of Orchid Conservationists. Because aside from the fact that I happen to love orchids, flowers, which you can see right here, that's how I go green.
They're beautiful.
They're gorgeous. Aside from the fact that they're gorgeous, they're very essential and important to nature. A lot of people don't realize how they contribute to the growth of trees, and we all know without trees, baha. Diba?
Yes.
That's what it brings to us.
Also mainit.
Mainit, walang shade, baha.
Walang shade.
And then you come up with like what I was talking about, the concrete jungle. We don't
Yeah.
end up having that. So when you're helping out orchids and conserving them, you're also going green in another way.
So it also looks pretty, but at the same time, it's practical.
Yes.
What
there
does
are
it
uses.
take to grow an orchid?
For
Can anybody do it, or
Actually,
do you have-
anybody can learn it. I'm a businesswoman. It was something that I got into as a hobby. But for us to talk more deeply about it, I'd like to ask for your permission to invite the president of the organization, who would
Okay.
know more about and be able to explain better how to get orchids to grow within your garden. You have it beautiful and you're saving the environment.
Okay, perfect yan, Miss Mitch. Na-mention mo yung second guest natin na sasama tayo dito. But before that, let's take a break because I think, it might be a little information overload. Kaya break muna tayo and keep tuned as we're going to come back here on Brand TV.